We're back at STL TV Live. I'm Sarah Bernard, and spring is finally here, and it's time to enjoy the outdoors. Riana Elbel is here with Pilates in the Park. We've been people have enjoyed Pilates in the Park at Memorial Park in Brentwood, but now it grew so big you're moving to Forest Park.
That's
is that right?
true. Yeah.
So tell us the scoop. When do you start? And
we actually started last week, so it was the first one, the intro one. Of course, there was the March for the Dimes, so most of the exits were closed, so it was a little finagling getting into the park.
Yeah.
But that was our first one. It's every Saturday now, all the way through October 12th.
Oh, wow.
And I'll be doing the odd Saturdays at 11 a.m. My partner does the even Saturdays. And 90 minutes, 11 to 12:30.
Oh wow, that's perfect. And it's a good time because you can sleep in and then go to the park at 11 and start your day that way. Okay, so I made Chris stick around, and he was just here doing tech tidbits, and he's a tech guy, but I'm thinking he doesn't know much about Pilates, so I had him stay here to...
I know enough to avoid Pilates because I've never really worked in my core, but I like yoga because it's very relaxing. So
Well,
why would I want to come to Pilates?
It's not just core work. It's an all-body exercise system. There is a lot of primarily core movements when you do it, but everything I'm trying to make you all over stronger, more balanced, and more flexible.
And people
Okay.
do sort of put yoga and Pilates together in sort of the same category, but I can tell that bothers you. and Chris wants to believe it's a lot like yoga because he loves yoga, right?
Well, that probably bothers the yoga people too, because for yoga you have to find one sustained movement. You have to get to a certain position, you hold that position. Pilates, you're doing something for about 5-10 reps, then you move on to something else. It's a little bit more movement based, but it's a slow, controlled movement rather than just holding a static movement.
So it's completely opposite from the aerobic types of
Yes,
classes.
it's for building strength, and the same thing that we're trying to get flexibility, but there's also we're trying to build strength and well, you do build strength with yoga too, but it's a different system.
Yeah. So how long have you been teaching Pilates?
I've been teaching for about 16 years.
Oh wow! So since the beginning of Pilates.
Yeah, no, it started in 1912, 1918,
Is
I
that
believe.
right?
Yeah,
Well, it
Joseph
didn't come to St.
Pilates.
Louis till 16 years ago. So Chris, you've had 16 years now to have had a chance. So you got to get out there this summer.
I've successfully avoided it to this point, so
And
But
so
willing
now
to
he'll-
try,
but I'm willing
right?
to try.
Now he'll
exactly.
be there next Saturday. By the end of the summer, he'll be just a pro.
And in great shape.
Of course, in great shape.
Yes, of course. Okay, so where in the park? Forest Park is huge. So where do we find you?
That's actually, it's a little hard to describe because it's one of those smaller little fields. It's past, if you know where the rugby pitch is, it's past the rugby pitch, so past Lindelin Cricket Fields, and then it's before you get to Steinberg Rink. There's an area where the bike path and the running path diverge and make a big grassy field in beside the two bodies of water. That's where we're teaching, right by Columbus Bridge.
Okay.
If you get on Google Maps, we're on Google Maps. That was a process to get us on there, but we are on Google Maps that you can search Pilates in the park,
neat.
and you'll find it.
And you guys have a Facebook page and lots of
That's-
different ways to...
Yeah, facebook.com/Pilates in the Park STL. So that's a lot easier, and the map's on there too.
So do people need to bring any special equipment, or what do they wear?
I tell people all you need to do is bring a mat, towel, and water, and I can do everything to you with just that. So bring the towel, bring the mat so that you're not straight on the grass, towel so you can wipe the sweat off, and water because you'll want to dehydrate yourself. But there is a water fountain right there too. There's water fountain and bathrooms within walking
Yeah.
distance.
And is it good for beginners, or do you feel like, do you
I
prefer
can-
people have a little bit of experience?
Yeah, I can teach to all activity levels.
You're
and
not Chris, all activity
I
levels.
would challenge that.
And oh, trust me. And also, I try to give modifications so someone can come with some experience, and I give modifications. You can start at the beginner level. I'll give you a modification to give it harder, so everyone's getting a good workout at the same time.
Okay. All right. How many people usually come to the park?
That just depends on the holidays and everything else. Our first one this last Saturday was a little bit smaller because it's a new location,
Right.
and because of that March of Dimes run or walk that
But
they
you
were doing.
outgrew a park.
Yes,
So-
just because Memorial Park, there wasn't as much parking. It was beautiful if you ever get a chance, go to Memorial Park, but it just wasn't large enough for
Yeah.
us.
You know, it's great. There's so many opportunities in St. Louis to have outdoor exercise in the summertime, and free or donation only. And you know, we're so fortunate to have people like you that'll bring it to us. So, thank you, Chris.
Absolutely.
Remember that.
Yeah.
He'll be
Chris
there.
will come back next week and tell you all about it.
There you go. That's right. We're going to switch from tech tidbits to Pilates tidbits. So. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming, Riana and Chris. And Pilates in the Park is a 90-minute class that takes place Saturdays at 11 a.m. at Forest Park. For more information, find their Facebook page searching Pilates in the Park STL. Stay tuned to STL TV Live. Next, I'll tell you where you can hear some great country music, including a Grammy-winning artist. We'll be right back.